Hello. So, I have just. Let me take off my screen glasses. Okay. So, I've just totally given up. I'm trying to, not show my face because I showed it, 3 times in the last one. And honestly, at this point, if I keep saying I'm not going to show my face, it's just going to become a meme. So, hi. Welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to ramble. I don't have any tea. I have water. I gotta stop saying Today I'm gonna ramble and do, what was the name? I'm gonna do Narrative Nerds Personality Tag. I think that's what it's called. I literally just listened to Joshua Bear Crawford's video on it, and I thought it was so sweet. I loved seeing his as. If anyone's seen that video, I love it. Yeah. I'm gonna do what he did. I'm gonna steal off of him. I'm gonna do the tag last. So, not a whole lot of updates. Since the dress up video with my people 60 leash, I've put her in a different wig. This is the wig that my Parabox Obitsu Angelo's in. And honestly, actually, you can see her in the dark. It's kind of creepy. You can see her up here. No, up there. You can't tell, but she's in a red yarn wig that I made when I first got that doll. Oh, Jesus Christ, how long has it been? Oh my god, 7 years? That's crazy. Okay, anyway, what was I gonna say? So, she's in my People 6 Leash. She's in a new dress, I guess. It's actually a shirt that a very kind woman at a temple gave to me. Actually, no, I think it's supposed to be a dress, but the thing is, it's for children, but because I'm so short, it fits as a dress shirt thing. Sorry, her wig got stuck in her joints. So it's just a shirt, but today was my day off, and I didn't do anything. I tried to come up with story ideas, and I got frustrated. I was actually coming up with story ideas for the story that I told you guys about in the last video, and I was getting super frustrated. More on that later. I tried drawing. I started, but I haven't finished the drawing I started. I basically just slept and ate pizza. Which is fine, that's totally fine, taking a break, but my days off are so precious to me. That's so sad. Oh my gosh, we live in a late capitalist world. My days off are so precious to me. I want to be able to indulge in my hobbies. So basically, at the end of the day, right now it's 11:10-ish. Yeah. And I just felt so defeated. So I went to my favorite doll, basically my favorite doll. And I was like, I want to make you something, but I don't feel like sewing. Of course, I never do. So I just found this shirt dress thing I never wear. I wrapped it around her in a bunch of weird positions, and I made this. And I pinned it with this bird pin. And low-key, it looks kind of nice. You can't really tell in the lighting. I'll probably post, I think I will post some pictures on my Instagram. The thing is, the pictures are really crappy. That's all. Maybe if I take better pictures, I'll post, and I'll try to let you guys on YouTube land know. But it's even got a little slit going on here. It looks like it has layers. It's sheer. You can kind of see her boobies. But I think it looks nice. And it feels really nice to hold. I love doll outfits like that, where it's so soft. So when you cuddle, it's just feels right. What was I saying? Okay, story update. So I have no idea what I'm doing. Basically, I finished the story in that not finished it as in drew it. I was trying to come up with concept art and planning out the plot of the story to the point where I have a beginning, middle, and ending in mind. Like, basically making the plot mountain for it. And I did that, and I just felt, like, so unfulfilled. I, like, finished it. And I was just like, I don't know if I feel like producing this. And it just sucks, because it's, like, it's a story I like. And I love all my stories. Like, I literally like all of them. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what I, like, need. Does anyone ever have this? Like, I know a lot of people, they, like, stories for them are incidental when it comes to collecting these expensive chunks of plastic. That's so mean. An artist made these. Teams of artists made these. When it comes to collecting ball jointed dolls, stories are they just kind of come incidentally. Like, people get the doll and then they think of the story just because, like, why not? Or they think of a story and then they shell them as dolls, and it's kind of enough for them. For me, it's like, producing the story has always been end game. And I'm at this point in my life where I'm not old, but I'm past the point where I'm, like, a child prodigy, you know what I mean? And, like, I know that's totally screwed up to think I'm running out of time. I need to start producing stories or else I might not ever produce them. Like, I get it. That's totally irrational and, like, paranoid. And, like, there's no reason for it. It's not like I need to produce stories to live. But it's like what I want to do. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into a vent. It's just like, I don't know, I'm sure someone will get me. But yeah, anyway, I don't know what to do. I'm lamenting. Like I said, I started concept art, just wasn't feeling it. I finished a plot line, and I was just like, I don't know what I need to do. I think because, like, the goal right now is, the whole reason why I was coming up with this new story is, or, like, new, it's made out of old ideas, but for all intents and purposes, it's new. Nicola's story, I was like, I just want to have fun. I want to indulge in my 3 favorite genres: horror, rom-com. Well, rom-com's more like 2, but whatever. Horror, rom-com, action. I just want to indulge. And I still do. And I think that was the right path, but I just need to tweak it a bit. Whatever this doll's going to be. I know I want that story and this doll, my favorite doll, to coincide. I know that for sure. But I don't know, maybe I just need to make, like, a mascot at this point. Just, like, a very simple, just like in anything. Just so that, like, whenever I'm in the mood for anything, I can just draw it. Be done. But I also want to finish something. I want to finish a story. It's tough. If anyone struggles with this, let me know what you do to cope with it. The struggle of wanting to produce art for others to read and enjoy, feel like you've accomplished something, but also to create just to have fun. Like, how do you reconcile that? First world problems. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna stop babbling about that. I'm gonna do this tag. So, alright, narrative nerds, personality tag. Sorry if you can hear my dog breathing. He's really funny looking in the dark. Bear! He, like, whined a little bit. I'll pet you later. I love you. Okay. On to this tag. Okay. Personality tag. Only has 3 questions, and literally I have, like, 7 subscribers, so all 7 of you, go do this. Pretty sure 2 of those people are literally, like, me. Like, I subscribed to my own channel. Yeah. I subscribed to, like, my own channel. No, full disclosure, I did. I don't know why. It's just, like, it's, like, 1, to, like, boost it, and then, like, 2, to, like, I don't know, see updates on my own stuff. I like seeing my face. Why did I confess to this? Why? That's so embarrassing. I'm sorry. It makes me more charming. What was I doing? Right. The tag. Oh, I'm sorry, my videos are so bad. Okay, what's your doll's... Not my computer screen turning off the moment I go to answer the questions. Okay. What's your doll's personality? So, like I was saying, this doll, doesn't really have a character currently. I'm just trying to have fun with her, so that's why I bought her new wig. I did buy her new wig, a blonde one. It's like a golden color. It's coming in tomorrow. But usually she's, like, her default character is a very important character. I'm just going to set her down for now. Named Charlie. I'm just going to grab her because I have her in a smaller shell for whenever I feel like playing around with her wig. For whenever I feel like playing around, it just keeps falling. For whenever I feel like playing around with the big doll, I have her small shell here, and she was my first resin BJD. Anyway, this is Charlie. And I've described her personality before because she's a very special character to me, but she's her personality. Sorry, the light's so bright. She's impulsive, chaotic. She's both a romantic but also in denial that she is one. She's very, like, much that young and stupid type. And I feel like what helps propel all these insane parts of her personality, the impulsivity, the chaoticness, the emotionalness, the fervor, words. What helps propel all those parts of her personality is the fact that she is extremely powerful, but doesn't know how to use any of that power properly as of her being a teenager / young adult-ish, that range, 18 to 20-something years old. Just sort of reflective of how, most anyone feels at that part of their life. Things start to get chaotic, You're like wondering, should I go to higher education? Should I just go to work? You're scared. You're freaked out. It's harder to make friends now because now that you don't see, like, all of your friends at school by default, well, the majority of people in America, now that you don't see all of your friends in school by default, it's much harder to make friends. You have to go out of your way in order to connect with others. I wanted to channel all of those aspects into a character, especially since that's kind of where I'm at in my life right now. Again, I don't mean to get so freaking venti and personal. Venti? Is that a word? Genshin Impact character. Yeah, it's basically her. She does, there is a softness to her, but she is at a point in her life where she's not very comfortable being super vulnerable. Especially since when she feels certain heightened emotions, particularly when she feels like embarrassed, her powers get all out of whack. She starts randomly turning people into backpacks. She teleports randomly. Just a bunch of random powers. And I don't think I ever described her powers, but it's basically just like she's like a god, but so she could do almost anything, but because she doesn't know how to control any of it, it's so limited. Like, literally, like, her powers right now, as of this age, all I can think of are just, like, she can turn people into backpacks, she can teleport, she can float, but only 2 inches off the ground, and that's mostly what I can think of. She can rewind time by, like, 2 minutes. That's not her personality, though. We're done talking about that. Question 2. Do any of your dolls represent aspects of your personality? I basically already covered that. Particularly with Charlie, she represents much of... I feel like she reflects a lot of my feelings right now, being, like, young adult. Or new adult, however they say it in fiction. This is onto another doll who I think reflects a lot of aspects of my personality, but perhaps perhaps differently. There you go, like a different side of my personality. Is my other mature 1/6 scale doll. Oh my gosh, her weird eye showed. Sharon, she is I didn't mention them, that was my Fairland Faithful 60 leash, the big doll. You just saw Charlie, my Eugenia, and this is my Gloomy Dolls pumpkin. So there's her other eye that I usually cover with her bangs. Just took her hat off because it keeps falling off. So this is Sharon. She has a very, on the surface level, she comes off very placid or stoic, kind of acerbic, bit sharp with the tongue, very, like when she speaks, only her mouth moves kind of deal. Like she comes off very stern. But really she's just repressing a lot. In that, like, she's experienced, usually I don't like this kind of character. I just realized. But I love Sharon. And I would be lying if I said this isn't low-key me. She's stoic, but it's to repress certain aspects of her personality that have betrayed her in the past. So she used to be very outgoing, very charming, like, and not even deliberately, like she just couldn't help herself but tried, like, but want to make people laugh, and she wanted to be a comforting source to others before, instead of this cold stone. That's not a thing anyone says. Instead of being this, she used to want to be those types of things, but now she feels she has to repress them because she's tired of people expecting things out of her. Like, just because you're nice doesn't mean, and you come off very outgoing, doesn't mean that you want everyone to, what's the word? To be closer to you than arm's length. You know, and I've struggled a lot with that. So I can just relate. This got really personal. I did not, bro, should I upload this? Anyway, whatever, it's fine. Maybe other people can relate to that too. Basically, TLDR. I should do more of these. TLDR, I'm an introvert, but I act very extroverted. But truly, being in social situations is exhausting for me. So, I basically had to learn over time that acting extroverted isn't always the way to go. Do any of your BJD personalities clash or get along really well? This is the third and last question. I want to bring out my other Tiny, just because I don't know if I'm going to talk about her, but I like her, and I showed the other small ones. Hopefully someday I'll get my Paraboxopitsu Angela over here too, but she's always on the top shelf, so I forget to get her out. Sorry, guys. What was I going to say? Do any of your BGD personalities clash or get along really well? Should have thought about this one more before I started recording. So, pretty sure I already mentioned this in a video. If not, then I guess this will be our little secret. These two, Sharon and Charlie, have how do I say this? They have an interesting relationship. Sharon is the reincarnation of the goddess of love, or the personification of love, or the concept of love, like Eros type deal. She's the reincarnation. And Charlie is the daughter of love. So that makes the relationship sort of complicated. Sharon, like, and how do I put this? Oh my gosh, I want to be able to convey my stories, and yeah, I'm like so dog water at it. Sharon's like, I'm not your mom, bro. And Charlie's just like, mommy. Yeah. I don't know. That's so bad. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what else to say about that. You know what? I'm just going to go off of their basic personality traits. I'm not going to go too deep into their story because right now it's all a mess in my head. I've written so much of it, and yet my computer just turned off again. My monitor, I mean. And yet it's always just a mess. It's so hard for me to explain. With her being so chaotic and her being so stoic, her being Charlie chaotic, Sharon stoic. Charlie says what she wants to say all the time, has no filter. Sharon deliberately filters herself, very much cares about how she comes off to others. Not because she's ashamed of what she is, but because she feels the need to protect other people's feelings. Her being love and all, you know. She's like a perpetual therapist for others. Yeah, you can probably tell how that would be complicated between the two of them. And then add on the fact that Sharon is sort of Charlie's mom, sort of not. Doesn't know what role she should fulfill, if any, in Charlie's life. And then Charlie, being her age and struggling with growing up, doesn't want to rely on anyone, and yet knows deep down that she has to. And out of anyone she should rely on should probably be her mom. But her mom is reincarnated into just another girl. Yeah. I don't know. This tag was fun. This tag is fun. Excuse all my rambling, and my venting, and all that. I like these kinds of videos, and, you know, maybe you like them too. I hope you do. If not, I could just listen to myself talk, that's fine. Yeah. Anyway, that's all. I just realized I've been looking at myself and not you, so I'm just gonna say bye to you. Thanks for watching. And again, anyone who wants to do this tag, please do it. It's lots of fun, and it helped me really consider my characters' personalities in conjunction to each other, but also to myself, and that was interesting. Peace out.